So this is a question which I wanted to ask you: is if you have a man who's very masculine, and they are together with a woman who has a lot of masculine traits, like they're very alpha, very independent, don't need a man, whatever. Do you think they can date? Because my experience of dating these alpha women doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't end well. But here's the reason, I would say, because a lot of people say, oh, you know, when women earn more than men, they're more likely to divorce them and more likely to end it. But the reality is the reason why they're more likely to end it is because men take their foot off the pedal when the woman is financially stable. That same man will meet a woman who's unemployed, sits at home and watches TikTok all day, and give her an allowance and support her and take her dinner and do all of these things. But that woman who's hustling and working hard, he doesn't even think to grab her lunch. So that's why she gets resentful that I'm working hard, and because I'm working hard, you're investing less. When really we should be rewarding the hard work, because they still like to be looked after. It's not a financial thing.
For me, because of the way I'm wired, I just would not allow that to be the case. If she's super successful, she's making loads of money, I'd be like, there's no way that she could be outdoing me. Like, I have to be outdoing her. Which is why I've noticed when I've been in a relationship with someone who is super smart and they're making a lot of money, and if anything, they're probably more intelligent than me. Maybe I know more about certain topics than she does, but she's overall a really smart girl. I find that really motivating, and it really encourages me to level up. I remember, I think this was 2021, I was dating someone and she was extremely smart, and she was kind of, she's a healer, so she's very much into psychology, but very smart, very well read, and being with her really encouraged me to level up, because I wanted to impress her.
That's good, but the thing is,
I know a lot of guys would probably feel
it might inspire a man, but it doesn't inspire him to invest in her, and women still seek investment. What happens is, as the woman gets more successful, I know it sounds stupid because like you can do it yourself, they end up feeling like no one's looking after them. And what happens is, I always say to women, just be a damsel in distress. Always be a damsel in distress, because when you show a man you're independent, he treats you like you're independent, and then they lose that dynamic of like being looked after. So if you want that feminine masculine dynamic, you almost have to be the damsel in distress, because men do take their foot off the pedal when they know that you are financially stable. They let you do it yourself, but with another woman who's not so smart and not so successful, they do everything for her. So women feel like they're almost shortchanged when they become successful, in my experience.
So speaking of dating, how do you know if you've been friend zoned or not?
The responsiveness from women. This is all it boils down to. If you are trying to contact a woman and you're getting delayed response and busy scheduling, she's not interested. It's really that simple. When a woman likes you, she will cancel plans. She cancels plans. She responds immediately. She becomes available. When she doesn't really like you that much, she's unavailable. It's really that simple. I always think you, as a man, friend zone yourself. People can friend zone themselves, or they don't. How you friend zone yourself is by not making your intentions clear. There are men that I'm friends with but are still not in my friend zone, because they'll always make a flirty comment. They'll always remind me that they're interested in some way. So I don't know, I'm trying to put you in the friend zone and you keep coming out of it. So I can't put them in the friend zone.
Do you think men and women could be friends?
Yeah, I do, but it takes a level of like both of them have to not be attracted to each other. Yeah, and I think you miss out on life when you aren't friends with the opposite sex. You miss out on so much in life, because there's so many times where you might be fighting with your partner and you talk to your female friend and she's like, I can't believe you said that to you. And you talk to your male friend and you're like, don't be stupid. You know what that means? He's just a bit tired, blah, blah, blah. And they give you so much free game. They give you so much free advice. All of my videos, a lot of people will be like, how do you understand the male brain so well? A lot of the time it's because I'll call a male friend and they'll tell me, this is what it means when your man is doing this. This is what it means when he does that. They tell you everything.
Do you think if they had the opportunity they would? Absolutely.
They're not blind. They'll do it, but they're not going to have the opportunity. Yeah, they're not going to. It's not about would they, it's the could they. If there's no could, then they can't. Yeah.
See, this is a big problem I've had in a lot of my relationships. It's having other female friends, because it has tended to be the case that they're
interested.
well, I don't know if they're interested or not. Maybe they are, but they've been attractive.
Right.
That's a problem.
Okay.
So I can actually be friends with an attractive woman.
Yeah.
To have discipline. Like, I don't feel the need to sleep with every single attractive woman I see. If I did, I wouldn't get anything done.
Yeah.
So I have these female friends, and I want to continue having those relationships with them, usually because they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
And just spending time with them, I learn a lot, or they're very good contact to have.
Yeah, they're amazing.
But I have had so many arguments about this because they don't believe me.
But you know what? I think that, like I said, you gain so much. And I think that men that don't have female friends, they hypersexualize women. They get nervous around women. They think women are this really strange enigma. They lose their ability to have charm around women. But when you have lots of female friends, you realize they're flawed. You realize they're stupid. You realize like it removes their mystery. So I think men that never have female friends and women that never have male friends, they get overexcited when they're around the opposite gender. Whereas when you've always had male or female friends, you recognize it's just a person. Whereas when you don't, you think it's a potential sexual contact and you get too excited. I think it's actually a bad thing if they have no male or no female friends, because then they tend to get too excited around the opposite gender. In my experience.
So let's scenario, we're in a relationship. Would you let me have hot friends?
No.
That goes against your point, though.
I know. Depends how hot. Okay, I don't mind. I know. To be fair, I wouldn't mind too much. But if she posts a lot of hot stuff, I would rather you not see your female friend's naked body.
Let's say, for example, she's in the fitness industry.
Right.
Well respected in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
We go to work out together.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
In that scenario, if it feels like, and she's hot.
Really hot.
Yeah, no,
Great
you're
body.
not doing that. You just change
the body's unbelievable.
Yeah, no. Why are you adding insult to injury? No, you're definitely not allowed. No, it's just not appropriate.